We love old cemeteries and churchyards, so come with us as we explore these places for the past. Another day, another little church in Manchester. Would once have been a village church, is now just part of the city, so let's go for a wee look. I'm going to put this episode out as a little one on its own because something appears to have gone wrong with the way that YouTube recommends this channel, because we're doing really well. We're not an expert, but we're doing, I thought, absolutely brilliantly. And then we put out the video of Abney Park Cemetery and it just died. YouTube just stopped recommending us, stopped showing us to anyone. And from our reels getting about 400 or 500 views or more, the last one got 20. So yeah, something has definitely gone wrong. But hopefully speaking to Thomas Rogers, who died in 1916, will get us back on track again. I'm also trying out a new wired microphone into my iPhone instead of doing this on the GoPro, because we were at the Southern Cemetery in Manchester, which is amazing, but I was told to bugger off and stop filming because apparently you're not allowed to film people's gravestones without their permission. Not quite sure how you'd get that, maybe a Ouija board, and that can't possibly be the case for Commonwealth war graves because they are in the care of the Commonwealth War Graves Commission, so we'll have to look into that and see if the guy that chased us was just a job's worth. It's another one in an area that looks very different to how it looked when this place was actually built, but there's some very nice tombstones that we saw driving past, hence the emergency stop. And we start with William Rogers of River Lane Farm, Partington, who died in 1890, fell asleep in Jesus in 1890. And behind that is Isaac Rogers from 1892, and behind that it's 1900. Yeah, so this is all relatively modern. This is Thomas Gallimore, who died in 1915. Okay, this is all much newer around the site, so let's see what we can see. Oh, that's quite nice. That is Hannah, beloved wife of Samuel Plant, who died in 1908. So that's just within our interesting age range. Isaac there is 1912, and Charles there is 1912, and William there is 1913, and behind us and over there is all modern, as in very modern, as in this graveyard is still in use. So old Thomas there has got a nice Celtic cross, and so has Elizabeth, the beloved wife of John Thomas Pollard, who died in 1925, born in 1859. Another wee Celtic cross. This is really, really nice. This is in loving memory of Henry, the beloved husband of Mary A. Musker, but it's another one of these anchors like we saw when we were across in Cork. If you've not seen that video, go and check it out. We've got some amazing tombstones across in Cork, but what I like is the chain. Now this is broken, they would have gone all the way up, but to me that looks like it's all carved from one piece of stone, so it's broken there obviously, but that is some piece of stone masonry. If anybody knows better that I'm talking nonsense, please let me know, because I do like learning. But that chain, there's some amount of craftsmanship in that. And then obviously the nice wee anchor. Henry, you have got a cracking headstone. And this wee part has been made safe. I'm guessing the obelisk was on top of the plinth there, taken down to make it safe. That is Leonard. And this is in loving memory of Anne, the dearly loved wife of William Ackerley, who died in the 1930s. But again, that bit has been taken down and put on the ground in front of that bit. And these are the stones that we saw from out on the road, so let's see what sort of date we've got on these. That is Frederick Hamborough, who died in 1939, and Eliza, his wife, who died in 1903. And this one is who died 1892. Alright, so we are back into the 1800s. That is John Manuel, who died 1892 in the 76th year of his age. And on the other side, we've got Mary, the beloved widow of the late John Pitt of Partington, who died in 1894. And Elizabeth, the wife of Thomas Pritchard, again of Partington. People did not go far from where they were born back in them days, I guess. And that again is from the late 1800s. This is the last stone in this wee bit. That's quite intricate, isn't it? That's a nice big lump of granite. And that is in loving memory of Emma, the wife of John Rogers, again of Partington, who died August the 4th, 1898. There are so many really cool wee churches dotted about Manchester. We've been to a couple of them now, and yeah, we're quite enjoying finding more. They do tend to lead to a bit of an emergency stop. And the last point of interest in this cemetery is this, which is rather grand, and the reason it's rather grand is it's in memory of Robert Occleston of Millbank Paper Mills, who died in 1907. He died in Decanwy, North Wales, I guess, and his wife, who died in 1911. And on this side we have got their son Charles and their son Thomas, who died at Millbank in 1917. And then we've got Robert Percy, another son who died at Millbank in 1936, and then space for future expansion. And there is a daughter. There is Mary Agnes Falconer, who died in 1949. And last but not least, Edith Annie, their daughter, who died in 1859, interred in Bowden Churchyard. So there's another name for our list of places to visit. Let's find out where Bowden Churchyard is. But that is a really nice piece of stone, and that's quite impressive, and it is the most impressive thing in this graveyard by quite a long way.